Good morning. I see that more you want to go back, more you want to go to the source, more uncatchable it is. Because you are it. So, finally one keeps quiet. That's surrender, I guess. Anything you like to say? So it's present. It's not, it's uncatchable when you want to know it, to feel it, to experience it. Otherwise it's always present. It's not unknown. For the mind it's unknown. It will ever be. For the senses also. But it's there. So the concept of the unknown or the ungraspable, the undescribable is also a concept. It's not the truth. I will be polite, so be freed from concept instead of concepts. Not to be shared. So, if you are in mood, I like to hear you.
Ganga, I have a question. You told me a few weeks ago you have never been in Satsang, and I was very shocked.
Ah, yeah, about you.
So,
Good shock. Finally, some shock is there, yeah. And so, are you now?
am I?
No, I ask you. If you look at your mind, you will hesitate and have doubts. Why do you still listen to your mind? That is to be in satsang, is to be with, not with the doubts of your mind. The doubts are not solved necessarily, but they are not listened anymore. too. Yeah? Mhm. Not as a duty, or not because you obey the indication, but because you see that the mind is not meant to solve what you are. Yeah, you take this.
Good morning.
Good morning.
When you say the mind is not meant to solve anything, when I'm sitting here,
Yeah.
I feel so much presence,
Yeah.
and it's like a gate here in the heart, an opening. And the question is this the way to get out of the mind?
The way is not even to catch the presence. I spoke of presence, but I didn't mean feeling the presence.
You didn't mean
To feel the presence. When I say it's present, means you just keep quiet. You just are before any feeling rises, because the feeling of presence brings that trouble or that question.
yeah. Before it's no question.
You
Yeah.
try?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't reduce it to a feeling of presence. Don't reduce it to a feeling of presence.
Thank you so much.
Let's thank that we have those indications. Yes. I could have never known that if I didn't hear it from my master. I could never have guessed that it's not a feeling or the whatever. Of course, those feelings may rise. You probably enjoy the most. Yet, it's an experience. And that's your luck. Because when it goes, it had to go. It's the nature of it. So we don't run after any special rising. You are freed from that tyranny. You are freed from that tyranny to run after a belief. If you want me to tell you anything about this, ask me, please. Because from me, I don't know what to say.
In your presence, every question is going away.
But you see, it is, you should say, in my presence, in the presence which is not even mine,
Yeah.
in deep presence. You can speak like that if you like. Huh?
It's true.
Otherwise, you see, you will always make an idol, an idolatry. It's called idolatry.
What is this?
Idolatry.
Yeah, I know what
You
it is.
know?
Yeah, yeah.
So that is a curse for everyone, for the one who is idolatry and for the one who does. So no, thank you.
What did you say? Please say it again.
Oh no, this. Oh no, I can't. I didn't learn that. It just came.
Okay.
But we had a good laughter. Thank you.
It's always the mind going back to the me and you, and
The mind is made out of I and
Yeah.
you.
yeah, sure.
It's made of.
Therefore, we come here, or I come here, and something is bringing me here, because it's so beautiful
To finally be
to get out of this.
freed. Yeah.
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 Yeah. This is the thing.
That's it.
Sure. Of course. Yeah. But you see that you don't need a circumstance for that. It's always there. The experience of it may be different, but it's always there. What provokes experiences. This donkey really loves satsang, huh? This donkey. He should have a name. Dokananda.
The curse that you just talked about,
Sorry.
the curse
Yeah.
that you just talked about, is also, like it's a paradox, no? Because it's also maybe necessary to have a finger.
Yeah, sure. If the finger is still appearing, it means probably you need one. But the finger himself says, don't look at the finger, look at the direction of the finger. Yeah, sure. One is always thankful to have found a finger if needed, of course. Doesn't mean that you have to confuse yourself.
You know, when the story of you and Papaji, you know, there's something very beautiful about it, and it seems like it was very obvious when you met your master.
Yeah, it was obvious. That's how I saw he's a master, yeah.
Yeah.
It was obvious, yeah.
And I think for me, and maybe I'll speak for myself, there's like a doubting mind.
Yeah.
So sometimes it feels hard to know, you know.
If you
Not
can
as
trust, if you
Yeah,
can
if I can
trust,
trust.
yeah, sure. Sure. So, you know, you should trust more your demand, your desire for liberation or not. You should trust more your thirst, which brings you to satsang. in the sense you should trust more that it's essential for you.
Not necessarily the finger, the desire for where the finger is pointing towards.
No. I mean, you come to satsang, but you have a doubt whom to trust because there are different figures, there will be different fingers and so on. But if you trust the essentiality, I don't know in English, of your desire for freedom, for example, you will meet exactly the appropriate finger for that. Well, that was my experience. Many fingers may fulfill many different things in you, you see, when you need a direction. So just be clear. This one's to fulfill this one is to fulfill that, for example.
Sometimes it can feel a bit confusing to have a few fingers.
No, but you will not be confused if you trust, if you know what is essential for you. Mm-hmm. You know, satsang doesn't exist if there is no demand for that. In itself, there is no teaching alone and then you are waiting for the disciple to listen. It's not like that. It's rather because, disciple, I mean seekers come with the thirst for that satsang is created. That's why it's not a course. So you trust that.
I think I'm just kind of, can you hear me?
Please? Yeah.
I think I'm just sick of it all.
I don't hear well.
I think I'm just sick of it all.
You are sick of that. You have taken too much food.
Yes.
And they were not going so well together on top. With the soup, the menu, and the dessert. Yeah, it's too much to digest. So just fast for a while. Absolutely needed. Fuck it all.
I've been wanting to tell you.
Thank you, you don't tell me, but I tell you, yeah. Fuck it all for a while. And then you see. Because we don't want you to put your garbage here, so just fuck it all. All your learning, all your experiences, all your faith, all your trust in something. Fuck it all. You are capable of it? Great. You look more happy. Just the idea of it makes you happy. And it's a finger who tells you that. You have to honor what you said.
I'm noticing a lot of doubt.
Hmm?
Noticing doubt also in the Bhakti.
Oh.
I get a little bit, I get confused in searching and desiring to learn.
Ah,
Because I searched for so many years and then I'm like, okay, I'm tired of searching.
yeah.
I don't want to search anymore.
Yeah, what for?
But then I feel some arrogance in saying I don't need to search anymore.
I think finally you may be less arrogant than before.
But then I have this desire to learn, and then I say, well, is this desire to learn
Yeah,
the same as searching?
so the desire to learn about the subject, you mean?
Yeah.
More about the subject? Yeah, you know, for example, you can have a passion for the subject, isn't it? So I think that doesn't do any harm. It's just a passion. But you know very well that whatever you will learn, there are ways to say and to like a certain knowledge. There are some who are betterly expressed and so on. But nothing is that which made you search or which it speaks about. It's not that. So if it is so clear to you, where is the problem? You have to pass your life in something.
Right.
I mean, it's quite a long life. I still love to, well, look, I still love to to talk. But there is a paradox, it's true. When one talks about this, so when it delivers, for example, some kind of knowledge about this, it's the mind which will hear, isn't it? And yet, and don't ask me to explain more than that, yet the target is not in the mind. And so it's for free, it's expressed for free. You can always change your ways. I mean to say, so there is no harm to love the subject. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. It's a knowledge also which you see, it's not a possession of someone who discovered. Again here, it's kind of unknowing mystery from where it comes. Because in that way, from where it comes, one doesn't even know it's not from the mind, so it is expressed by the mind, then it doesn't matter if it comes or not also. You know? There is no obligation, there is no mission, there is no... It's just a joy to... which is, in some cases, which disappeared, and in some don't disappear, of the joy of talking still. In some people, they just keep silent. They enjoy more that.
I think also the staying in the material,
Stay in the material?
staying in the process of staying in the process
sorry.
of the knowledge is like a reminder, because
If you need so, it's okay, it's a reminder.
yeah, 'cause then it's like, oh yeah.
And don't you want to risk to be a while without that? Don't you take the risk, don't you want to take the risk to be a moment without the support? So play with those waves. Sometimes you are freed from that, and sometimes it's there. So where is the bondage then? It's all about a question of need. You see, if you need, okay, then you need. But freedom is, it's not a need. Huh? Freedom is being freed from supports, even though they may still be appearing, and you may use them, enjoy them, whatever, but it's no more a need. You see, for example, I get through YouTube some sentences from Papaji. Sometimes I read it and I love it, but I don't need to be better enlightened or something. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know where you place yourself. But anyway, supports of that kind are a blessing.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you.
Ganga.
Yes.
There's still a belief that certain feelings or states are closer.
Ah, bad luck. It's not true. You see, it's like, I don't know what to compare. Anyway, some states are definitely a blessing in this life, in the sense that if you are somehow ecstatic to just be freed from the trouble of your mind, or if you are, give me an example.
I come to Satsang and I have the mind gets quiet and I feel this love and this happiness. And so
Okay,
I'm getting
okay,
close.
but why are you hypnotized by this experience, which is, of course, a product of just being free from your mind? Of course, those things are there and the one will enjoy it, but they are not nearer. They are just another level, you can say it, more spiritual, more deep, more near the source. And yet, they are still in the mind. They are Whatever is, it's mind or no mind. It's to mind or to not mind. That's the question. There is no bridge. There is no bridge.
There's no
Bridge.
bridge.
Now, if you are in love or attracted by that, it also means your mind is emptier. Okay? But enjoy when it is there, and when it goes, you are as much yourself. Know that. Know that for certain. You are always yourself. And in the life, in this manifestation, maybe you, and probably, and it's absolutely human, you enjoy more to have those moments, but they are already an expression of what is always there with you. And after all, you search that. You didn't search for a state. And the states afterwards, they are just like sweets, gifts in your life. You don't need to go there to have the chance to be nearer yourself. I am clear? Very clear? Okay. It's because you still give a shape to yourself. And of course the shape will be joy and love and peace. Of course you don't like the opposite. But you see, if you can experience them, you are in duality. And it is bound to play like waves of the ocean. They appear, they disappear, another wave appears and it disappears. So the peace, the real peace, is when you finally give up to give shapes or a preference to a state.
Yeah, the preference is definitely still there.
Yeah. The one who enjoys it, who experiences it, it's totally natural to prefer it. But then don't remain only the one. That's what I say. Don't confine you only to the one. And then you will still enjoy, but you will not be disturbed when it goes. And that's real peace. Hmm? You know, for example, when I am in Satsang, you enjoy that. I also enjoy the same, probably. I'm very happy to just be freed from my mind because of the Satsang. But I am always so happy, more grateful, not to confuse who am I for that state. Just to tell you. Yeah. I agree that it is quite unexplainable. But in the explanations, it's clear this way. You know, in the very ancient teachings about that, like some Zen masters or even Socrates, they never, ever expressed a quality of that. They were just removing concepts. Now, I don't know who started that in Advaita. I don't know who started that, to speak of unconditional love and joy and all that. But it's a mistake. So I love the pure indication. It doesn't help to describe. Even though the one who doesn't describe may experience what you know, but he will never, ever describe that by this. Everything is that. Everything is that. Even this storm is the language of that. Even if trees fall because of the storm, is the language of that. Everything is that. So don't fall into that trap, because the human being, of course, want to be badly experiencing happiness and peace, so they are very happy to hear those concepts. But they're poisonous in the end, poisonous.
You were saying that sometimes you watch videos or read sentences. My question is...
Little loud, huh? Yeah. A bit loud.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, my question is, do you sit in meditation sometimes?
It doesn't mean anything for me.
The question or the sitting in meditation?
Sitting, not sitting. You speak of the body, you speak of the mind. Of course I love to sit also, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just very nice. We have to live, no? Sometimes sitting, sometimes standing.
before meeting Papaji.
Ah, but that was different. Before meeting Babaji, I sat a lot. I rooted on the.
You don't do that anymore.
When I will be less active, I will sit more. The age will command me. What's that? I like to sit, but
I'm on horseback.
huh?
Even on horseback, as I saw in your picture.
Yeah. I cannot deny that just sitting with no objects in the mind, it's very enjoyable, very beautiful. But you see, when you put this question, it's like, do you need to sit? That's why. You see, if you ask me, the need is gone.
I kind of I understand that
Yeah.
you don't need like the reading. For example, you were
Yeah.
talking about
Yeah.
reading
Yeah.
sentence.
Yeah.
So it was more for me to understand if the seeking is
Recommended if it is. I would say if you are still searching, you cannot do otherwise to just sometimes sit, investigate, or keep quiet as you understand it. You cannot do otherwise. It occupies you, it's something you long for it, so you will find ways to sit because you still need to be free, to empty your mind. Yeah? So do it then. But always at the same time, you see, if it is possible, know that you do that because you still search. And question the seeker then. Question the seeker. What do I mean by I'm a seeker, and then I believe all what comes after that? What is this seeker?
thanks.
It's not the search which has to go, it's the seeker. Has to disappear, not that it will not reappear, understand that the reality, the belief of the reality, will disappear in a split second. And that's enough. What comes and goes, said Ramana, what comes and goes is not real. Even if it happens only once, it's not real, it's so uncompromising. So why you go back to doubts after that? Why you go back to the mind? If you have seen it once for all, it's not real. Enough. It is enough.
to go back to the mind. That's but
I didn't say
you ask,
exactly. You understood, no?
no.
Okay,
Yeah,
maybe better.
I don't understand when you say why you go back to the mind. It's
As
only-
reality. You see, okay. Let's say you have an experience of I disappeared. What comes and goes is not real. You apply that to that also. So I as I thought it was, is not real. So the belief in the reality I am born is gone. In a split second. After the mind comes and doubts, whatever shape of the doubt. Who was that? I is not real. The doubt is not real. Why should I go there? But you know it doesn't go as I explained. This is like a course now. It's quick, it's just like that. Mm. And if it is not like that, it means that I is still like a king on its throne. He believes so. Because you see, even the experience of the disappearance of the I is lived by somebody, no? It is somebody who knows it. So here is the absolutely unexplainable whatever, but or you fall into taking this for it, or you just let everything fuck it all, even this disappearance, and then you finally keep quiet. You have to hear it this once, because everybody stops there. They teach there. No. So you heard it. Once is enough, because whenever it happens, you will remember at once and be freed. Yeah. In that way, there is no state and no experience more near what you are. You understand?
Can you repeat it, Ganga Mira? Please.
It's hard for me.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
That's
he was asking previously if there was a state nearer. So this is also an example that there is nothing nearer, even that experience of disappearance of the I. So hear it once, so that when it happens to you, you will, it will ring. It will ring your ear of somebody. Oh, okay. It's an experience. Fuck it all. And then you are very well. This poor Papaji. He gave glimpses and glimpses and glimpses to everyone, and everyone come back. I lost it. Of course, they took the disappearance for it, an experience for it. Oh. Yeah.
I'm wondering why he didn't give this.
Sorry?
I'm wondering why he didn't give this fantastic explanation. He was very furious on those who lost it. He said you will lose it now for thousands of years, millions of years.
The time was not ripe. Now everybody can take it. He did what he could. The best. But I cannot repeat the same. Yeah. Thanks.
Also, I have my own experience of Papaji, and I think Papaji was joking most of the time. And then, but he said very clear, he said, I lost it, Papaji. He said, yes, you lost it by getting it. He said, you lost it by getting it.
I don't care. I mean, okay, you have this. Okay, perfect.
If you get it, you're going to lose it. What more you want him to say?
There are,
There
are different testimonies, you know. It's okay. I mean, whatever you understood, make it the best.
For sure.
And I tell you, it's not because I give this clear understanding that on the spot someone is cooked. So, tell me what helps. Everything helps. Nothing helps. But I must say, I love to speak like that. It's my joy. And I hope I am contagious. The last thing? Oh, all is fun. Thank you.